This is the T2 Phil Coulson review declassified. Welcome back, welcome back. This is the briefing, everybody. Take your seats, have some coffee, and we're gonna get into this review right now about the director, okay? Now, he's an energy-based character. We got some attack speed, all attack, pretty good. Now, as you can see, I got some physical ooh. I'm gonna let you know in a minute. Energy, we got some crit rate, crit damage, skill cooldown, dodge, ignore defense. Pretty good stats. Now, it says here, equipped in his uniform, it changes harness the destroyer to director shield. Director shield has a 3-second barrier and ignore targeting effect, making it easier, making it better making it getting directly into battle much safer. Okay, so as you can see, we have a 5-second guard on the 2 now for a 3-second cooldown. Probably the biggest piece of Coulson is his 4-star passive. It's actually really good. Increase strike rate by 50%, decrease the cooldown by 50%. That means they popping out at all times. And then we got our 2 summons, Agent May, and our guy Captain America over there, 200%, really good. His leadership pretty so-so. I don't know, I'm not really sure how good it would be nowadays, but all right. We got Power Angry Hulk. I think that's really good for him now. He was a lot more offensive with his uniform, and immune to guard break is a most definitely needed stat with an invincibility, most definitely, and snare. We'll take that any day. We're gonna skip all the nonsense. We're just gonna upgrade this uniform because despite the fact that it seemed like it wasn't really too good, it actually is. It actually does a lot. That 10% to all increase to all defense does make a big difference as well. Because it applies to all allies, so the characters on your team, your strikers, things of that nature. The best part or the most important part, this is the declassified information here, is we're gonna go through everybody and see which strikers have the best chance of coming out when attacking. Okay, now Modok and Black Cat, we're not worried about that. Star-Lord might be good. Got him T2, you know what I'm saying? And plus that leadership. Sif, 20%. Might have to take care of the T2. She's pretty good. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we got going here. A little 14% for Blade. We're looking for anything 16% and over. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Electra, pretty good. Damn, Yondu's. Okay, Daisy, our girl Daisy, all the way, Team Coulson. Okay, we got Amadeus. That is a plus for me. I actually like to use Amadeus. Iron Man, nice, 16%. That's another plus for me. Let's see what's going on here. Not too much going on. Groot, okay, Groot could work. Ant-Man, I know I said 16, but we could work with that. Ant-Man. Warwolf, 18%, not bad. Now, Hyperion, 22%. If you have him T2, that might be a good reason to put him on your team with Coulson, you know what I'm saying? Wow, Doc Ock, 17%. That's not bad. Black Bolt, 18%. That could work out. That could definitely work out. No. Okay. Sister Grimm, 18%. That might work out pretty lovely. Wow, nice. 20% for Jane. That is nice. So ideally, this would probably be a team I would use because I have both of these guys' uniforms at Legendary because I like these characters. And get a nice little team up there. You know what I mean? And we're also getting some crit rate and crit damage from Cho's leadership. So this is probably the best team I would go with. The crit rate to add to Coulson's guaranteed crit rate. You know what I mean? Now the key here is to basically keep keep attacking so that your strikers come out. You know what I'm saying? You wanna put your summons out so that you have the space on the floor to clearly see what's going on and just call attacks. Basically, kind of like what he would do. Calling the plays. You know what I'm saying? Basically, when you're playing with Coulson, you just want to play quarterback, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So you have to play very, very, very coordinated. You know what I'm saying? You're not going in there to, dishing out hella damage with him anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play really coordinated, and uh, that extra guard and iframe on the two makes a big difference. It definitely does. Especially it doesn't overlap with the guard on the five, but because both of them are 3 seconds, you know what I'm saying? The two has a five guard, and the five has an eight. So you always use the two first, get banged up a little bit, and then pop the five real quick, and then you're back up to eight. You know what I'm saying? Um, word, and then you basically see what's going on here, all right? Um, we're pretty much dodging everything, which at first you could not do that with Coulson at all. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Coulson, in my opinion, is pretty good, and it's really cool to use him because he has such a cool kick. You know what I'm saying? Such an interesting four-star passive. You know what I mean? That makes the striker mechanic of the game, fun to use. You know what I'm saying? And I think more characters should have that. Um, maybe not exactly like Coulson's, because 50% increase to them popping out and decrease to the cooldown is kind of beastie. But I think more characters should have that for sure. Um, Now this is pretty cool. Pretty cool right here, man. No problems. Just still going in with them. Still going in. And then they keep popping out. Hulk and Thor popping out crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? There you go. Another one. Boom. Watch the next skill. Hulk popping out. Boom. It's crazy. It's nuts. So it's almost like you got, 4 summons out there, more or less. Which is really dope. It's really dope. In my opinion, he's a way better version of Maximus. You know what I'm saying? They tried to make Maximus like a better version of him, but Coulson is the director. Okay, no offense to the Inhumans, but you couldn't even keep that one to be good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the brother of the king. So hey, you might want to fix that. But hey, I'm talking too much shit like Shield wasn't infiltrated by motherfucking Hydra and Captain America himself in the Secret Empire comic. I always talk about a comic in my videos. It's weird. But that shit was crazy. I actually got to finish that Secret Empire shit. Because, like, the Marvel Now uniform that Cap has, that's the Hydra Cap. A lot of people have that knowledge. It's not classified knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like the knowledge we're getting right now. But, that shit is nuts, though. Like, he was really bad. Like, he caused the Civil War too. And it's like, oh, I'll probably spoil it for some people, but, shit is nuts, bro. It's nuts. But anyway, what we doing here, we leveled up his uniform because I felt like we needed a little boost going up in chapter 13 with him. Okay. I really like 13.3 to as like a testing ground for like strength and survivability and things of that nature, because it's really hard to like fight this guy. You know what I'm saying? He constantly is getting the shield. These beams are fucking constantly going off. I mean, it's nuts. It's like Doc Ock stage and co-op on steroids, like crazy. And then like the fucking and then there's a beam that starts spinning, and like the air, like that shit spins around the whole. This stage is big. It doesn't matter where you go on the stage. When the shit starts spinning, that shit will catch you anyway. It's crazy. And then it has a pierce. But luckily, excuse me, luckily we have iframes, so we're smart and we can run around and dodge and all that. But yeah, it's basically a back and forth with that fucking shield. So you want to bypass all the nonsense. That's what you want to do in the beginning. You really want to dodge those. Just stay out of the way of the lasers, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Um, Now I kind of like having Hulk better on with Coulson than Black Bolt, even though you could get an energy attack buff because, like I said, Coulson is an energy attack based character, but his skills deal physical damage. Not to mention, Agent May and Cap are obviously physical characters. So if they have, I think May has 140% and Coulson gets 200%. If they get that much percent of your stats to have, a good amount of physical attack will actually make them stronger. You know what I mean? Um, which is why they gave a 10% all defense to Coulson in his uniform because it apply. I would imagine it definitely applies to the to your summons, and they do last longer. As far as like they're not dying in like one hit. You know what I'm saying? So pretty dope. Pretty dope. It looked really lackluster, at first, but pretty definitely better than we all thought it was. Ooh, had to finish it with the two, you know. Hey, we got some shit here. Nice. Yeah, I had got my bonus points to like 1,000 from the limited event with the ultimates, and then I had a couple of joints saved up, and I had a couple of crystals, so I had like 1,000 boost points. I wasted half of that and didn't get shit. I was trying to get the CTP thing. I only had like 55 hidden tickets though, but I didn't get shit. I was tight. I didn't waste it all in one day. I did it one day, then a reset. I tried again. And I was like, wow, this is nuts. But anyway, it was a fucking fight to get Angela and Ghost Rider out. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of clicking in and out. It took a lot of the time, as you can see, but um, we're gonna basically get to the best part here, okay? Which is this guy right here, Coulson, literally CCing like, you know what I'm saying? Like bunching them up, and I think that's crazy. I don't know how the fuck I did this, but this is like nuts. This is like the beauty. This is when Shadowland is like beautiful. When moments like this happen, you know what I'm saying? This is fucking beautiful. Look at this shit. They just all. This is like a fucking movie. This is like the movie. Like this is nuts. This shit is beautiful. Let's go Coulson, man. Team Coulson for sure. Let's get it. Oh, by the way, this was level 20. This was a stage 22, Shadowland. Okay. Um, as you can see, already a couple of seconds in, we got this guy, and in the second phase. Not bad. Now the key here, like I said, is the strikers. So you want to choose any striker that says attacking, that says when attacking. You know what I mean? It's different from the striker list that we looked on before. When you're playing World Boss, the strikers that you have on your team count from the list that we looked at, but the strikers that you choose for like the buffs or whatever you want to call it, the team up, um, that counts as for what it says. So if it says when attacking 50% throw a pop out, that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? If it says 50% when attacked, Iron Man will pop out. That's what it means. So you want to go all attacking because obviously they're gonna be popping out all day with Coulson. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the fucking plan here. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. All of them just popping out like shit is nuts. Now the only bad thing is when you have a character that has summons, your iframes don't work against this guy when your summons is out. You know what I mean? So if you're smart enough to kind of time the shit, you could bypass that. But I'm not that smart. So you know I have to do it other ways. But yeah, everybody just going crazy. Like shit is nuts. Shit is nuts. Thought I had it that iframe there. Thought so, but I didn't. Um, but yeah, one thing I did though that was kind of dumb was like when I got debuffed with Coulson, I kind of I swapped out. Now I shouldn't have did that because I mean, you want to swap out, but you don't forget that the strikers, you still got the strikers. So even though you might not have, your buff at the moment, if you could still get clear shots and things of that nature, keep coasting out for the time being, and let him let the strikers do work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go for the one last hurrah here. I don't know how I dodged this shit. That was nuts. Nah, this should have ended it, but I was in the fucking area, in the fucking target zone, so it was just like over. But you know, Coulson finished that. He called that play. That was the sacrifice play there. You know what I'm saying? Word. That fight was cool though, real epic. Um, Seeing everybody pop out like that. You know what I mean? But his damage really is pretty good. His damage is pretty good. I mean, Moon Knight is strong, and Cat got a nice buff. You know what I'm saying? His skills do sizable damage. You know what I mean? Now this guy with the Thanos, I think he could have beat me if he used like his fifth skill, like in between using that skill, because I'm pretty sure he didn't have a damage proc, um, like a really good one. You know what I mean? But we had to upper him anyway because of the passive. You know what I'm saying? And then we got that nice little buff in the beginning, so we had the one up on him, the two up on him. Matter of fact, the three up anyway. So you know, shout out to that guy. That was cool. But yeah, Coulson, man, very impressive, man. Some declassified information was just bestowed upon us. The briefing is now ending. Um, a really interesting character. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, he's a lot better now. A lot better now. And you could definitely take him in a battle. You know what I'm saying? By himself and kind of depend on him and his skills and his kit. Um, to get you through the fight. But anyway, this was the T2 Phil Coulson review, declassified. I hope you enjoyed the video. We're gonna catch you on the next one.